And now, Freelance Heroism presents Return to Ravenloft.
Hey everybody, welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
And before we even get started, we just want to say thank you to everyone out there who donates at the Patreon, in particular those who donate at the producer tier.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel, would you like to let us know who they are?
I would love to. We want to say thank you to Duncan, Nate, Christopher Hildebrand, Breakmeister, and Rebecca. Thank you so much, everyone.
You help us make a better show for everyone, and we couldn't do it without you. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Rachel.
Dees.
Coffee versus 5 hour. Who wins?
Coffee.
That's wrong.
That's not wrong.
Incorrect.
You're wrong.
Not correct.
You
Tell
are.
me how you make a coffee.
It depends on what kind of coffee I want.
Well, pick one.
Okay.
I'm already done. This is what I'm talking about, right?
Let's say
you had to decide what kind of coffee you want. Just 5 hour. Boom. Done. Let's get to business.
You're just
You don't
telling
even
me
know
that
what
5
kind of
hour has
coffee
no
you want.
variety. With coffee, I can make like a cold brew. I can use my French press. I can use my pour over. I have a lot of options.
Yeah, but you're tired and you need energy. Right? That's why you drink it?
Uh-huh. But I'm not so tired that I can't boil
So then
water.
You admit that the coffee is wildly irrelevant. You're not so tired you need it. You're just doing it for fun.
Okay, how you're not so tired that you can't take a 5 hour off the top of your fridge and unscrew a cap.
No, there's different. Look, 5 hour in hand right now. Hear it?
But you had to get it.
It's all. I mean, look, I can throw these in the bag. I can take them wherever I go. So if I start to fall asleep while I'm walking around, bam, 5 hour. Now I'm good.
If you fall asleep while you're walking around, you need to go take a nap or see a doctor.
See, look at this. This is the common thought of the coffee drinker. It's like life is fancy free. You're just walking around, whipping milk, and added mocha and shit. This stuff. It's no.
Coffee gives you like you don't get with 5 hours. It's like, all right, you want berry flavor or you want, I don't know, tropical kiwi.
It doesn't matter the flavor.
Those are your options.
Yeah, just grab one. Go.
But you get to enjoy coffee.
Okay. In the same way that like a parachute versus you knitting one on the way down
no,
is a silly argument.
That's what you like.
Look, I'm here for the task of energizing.
Uh-huh.
I'm not here to make a lifestyle out of the damn thing. I don't want to sit down for 2 weeks and plot out my coffee. I just want to just go. Right? If this were a syringe that I could jam in my arm like an EpiPen, I would do that. You know, in Star Trek, you know, the little, what are they called? The fucking, oh my God, this is a Star Trek tech that if I don't get before you do.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Oh.
The thing. Hypospray.
Okay.
God, if you got that first, I was going to be very upset. A hypo spray, if that worked, you know, if I could just preload them like shotgun shells, like and just ratchet my arm and just like energy.
There's no enjoyment with that. With coffee, I get enjoyment and I get energy.
The enjoyment of completing this energizing ritual is fine with me. I go on to other things.
Coffee tastes good. You can have different flavors of it. You get to like decide how you want to make it. It's more enjoyable. And then you get to sit down, do your task while you're drinking a delicious, energizing beverage.
Right. So talk me through the process of your coffee making.
Okay.
Right. You have to boil something.
Let's say I'm making coffee in my French press.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna set my kettle to boil
We're gonna
water.
say that it starts at 8 o'clock, and we're just gonna give me estimated time.
I set my kettle to boil water.
How long does that take?
Maybe like 2 minutes. I don't know.
Okay, you've already lost.
I just set it to boil, and then I go do other stuff while that starts to boil.
Right.
Once the water has boiled, then I grind some coffee beans.
Okay. Wow. Okay. All
Okay,
right.
you don't have to have like the whole beans to grind. You could get like already ground coffee.
Right, but you don't.
I don't.
Right. Because you got time to kill.
Because I like it fresher.
Yeah, you like a good alchemy lesson in the morning.
So
Okay, continue.
I measure out my coffee beans.
How long does that take? The grinding.
To grind like 10 seconds, maybe.
Okay. All right.
I put that in the French press. Pour the hot water.
Mm-hmm.
So I do this thing where you let the coffee grounds bloom. So you put in just a little bit of hot water. You wait 30 seconds. Then you pour in the rest of the hot water.
Right.
And then I set a timer for 5 minutes while it brews.
Okay. Wow. All right. What are we looking at? We're looking at two.
And then
a series of 30 seconds. So we'll call that 2 minutes, just to be fair. So 2 and 2. And now we got a 5. So we're at 9 minutes already. Go ahead. And that's assuming everything goes according to plan. Go ahead.
But I'm making this in the morning, so I'm doing other stuff as it's being prepared.
Right, where time's not a factor and everyone's in 100% functional range. Okay, go ahead.
So after the 5 minutes, you push down the like plunger thing on the French press, and then I pour it into my mug. I add a sweetener and
what sweetener, Rachel? I know what she's gonna answer. I've already got this locked in. Go ahead.
I make my own sweetener.
Do you?
It's just
how long does that take?
That I have to do it like once a month. Okay.
And how long does it take?
Well, that depends. So how I make my simple syrup is that it's just 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of water. I boil that together. You want it at a steady boil for like 7 minutes.
Okay, so we're 7 minutes now. Okay.
After the 7 minutes, you take it off the heat. You can leave it like that, or you can add flavoring. I usually add like either a vanilla or almond extract.
Right.
Then you have to wait for it to cool completely. So you just go do something else for a while.
Yeah, like you start on your other coffee for the next day.
And then I pour it into like this glass bottle that I have.
Right.
And I only have to do that like once a month. So that doesn't count because I'm not doing that
we
as
should
I'm
divide
making
it up.
coffee. I'm not.
What? Yeah, but if you're out, then what? Then you have to do that.
Yeah, but
I've never been out of a part of the 5 hour. It just. All right, next.
If I was out of simple syrup, then I would just take like a spoonful of regular sugar and put it in my coffee.
Okay.
It doesn't.
So what's the next step?
And then I add my creamer.
Uh-huh.
Put the lid on, and I'm ready to go.
So 14 ingredients in just under 20 minutes. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I would like now to. I want you to listen.
Uh-huh.
You hear that?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 5 hour. Look, put my fingernail into it. I rotate, twist, turn.
Okay, but how did you get that 5 hour?
I grabbed it on the way in here.
So they just like bloom in your kitchen?
No, but I assume that you don't have a coffee ground tree in your kitchen either. So we're just going to bypass the part of similarity. But if we want to really get into the nitty gritty of that, this is one thing I had to pick up. Why don't we go through the list of ingredients you had to get?
Well, I have a coffee bean subscription. So I get my coffee beans through the mail.
And how much is that a month?
So I don't do it a month. I get a big bag that lasts me for 2 months.
Oh, right. Look, I think we've already made the point here that one of these is far more effective. And look, I'm already feeling the energy. And look, I didn't have to stir for an hour or press any plungers or fucking boil water and sugar together. I don't have 9 containers in my fridge that I have to constantly mix around. And
don't you sometimes get the wrong flavor and it's disgusting?
And I just drink them?
You have to drink it. See, with coffee, I control how it tastes.
You have a subscription. They send you the coffee they want you to have. You don't get any choice in that. Done.
You do get
You do. At least the ones I can pick up the ones that I like. For you, it's just hand it to someone else. Let them make the call. Right? You have too many things going on. Just send me whatever coffee you got on hand. And I'll make that. Look, I'm still stirring over here and boiling sugar. You better just send me whatever you got. Just get it here. Just get it here. Like you have walkie-talkies and like yell at them like it's an action movie. Look. I think the reality is a lot of people out there are drinking coffee that they just really enjoy the flavor and taste and everything, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's not like a home thing, right? That's like a go out and get someone that is professional to assemble it for you, like a chef, right?
A coffee
like
chef.
Like a coffee chef, a
barista. Okay.
Yeah, no, I've heard of the word. I was being funny.
Mm-hmm.
This right here, though, is not about. It's not a culinarian's delight. It's a fucking. It's an energy pellet. You can put it in any form, and I would still use it the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
If it were a fucking like granular powder that I had to like dip on my wet finger and rub in my eye, I would still use it.
Ew.
Right? If it was a syringe, I'd do that. If it were a fucking
terrible.
Yeah. I mean, it does. I'm glad that it's in liquid form. It's easier that way, but I'm just saying that your method, I was there. I watched you do this shit, and I think that the way you're estimating your times is off, but I don't have any way to prove that it's off, but I'm certain that it is. You know, I've gone out and had a cigarette and come back, and you're still in the same part of the process. You know?
Well, maybe you were smoking really fast because it was cold outside.
No, I don't think that was it.
Well,
I don't think that was it.
I think coffee is better than having a 5 hour.
Okay.
Although, to be fair, I have never had a 5 hour. So
how did you even know? I have had coffee. Let me tell you, 5 hours better. 5 hours fast. It gets done with, and you're ready to go. Sometimes you're so tired, and you drink a 5 hour, and moments later, you feel like you could just leap through the air.
I don't know if that's actually good for you.
I don't care if it's good for me. It's like a nitrous tank in a car. You're not doing it for the health of the car. You're doing it to get going fast. You know?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I don't foresee us coming to an agreement. So maybe we should just go to this week's
episode. I think the people listening have already made up their mind.
That coffee is better. Yes.
No, I don't think that's... Look, if you haven't tried a 5 hour, you should. They're good for you.
They're not.
They've got B vitamins in there.
They're not good for you.
What?
They're not good for you.
They have B6. Look, I'm going to read off how... I'm turn this light on. I'm going to read some percentages to you. It says niacin, 250% of your daily needed intake.
What do you need niacin for?
I don't know, to flush your blood around a little. Vitamin B6, 2,353% of your daily needed amount.
What does B6 do for you?
It gives you energy.
Is that?
Yep. And B12, 20,833%. I'm not making that up. I'm not making that up. That's really what's on the bottle. It really says 20,833%.
Why would you need more? Why would you need that much?
Why'd you need that much?
Yeah.
Sounds like someone puts books on shelves for a living. You never know when you're going to need the energy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Sometimes you got to stay up for 18 hours to draw a picture of Donald Trump picking his nose or something. What are you going to do? Not do that?
All right, we're going to the episode.
What episode is it?
This is Return to Ravenloft, episode 18.
Mm-hmm.
We mean you no harm.
Stupid titles.
You guys reach Octavia's shop. You see a little sign on the top that's just kind of hanging off one chain, Octavio. See a couple of windows on the side of the door. It seems cracked open.
Seen better days. I'll walk up to the door and kind of. You said it's cracked open.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just sort of push it open. Hello.
Yeah. Well. Hi. Hi.
Sorry, didn't mean to startle you. I think.
Yeah. Oh, I was sleeping. How can I help you guys?
Supplies. If you don't mind, I think we're going to take a look around at your wares and see if there's anything we might need to pick up for our travels.
You guys are in order.
No.
That is wow.
Unless we get a special discount, in which case, yes, we are. I'm assuming there's no discount.
He shook his head.
Okay, then no.
All right. What can I get you guys? I think you said. I forgot. I was dumbfounded by the sight of you guys. He pulls out his glasses and puts them on and rubs them clean.
Is he a human?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a map of the area?
No.
Can you draw a map of the area? Have you heard the word map of?
Do you know what a map is?
Yes. He nods. I know what a map is, but
that's the
to map the area, you would have to travel the swamps, and hell no.
Anybody else in town maybe might have some cartography skills under their belt?
There's Mateo.
Okay. Where can we find Mateo?
I don't know if he's alive or dead.
Well, was he the sheriff?
No, Mateo's the apothecary on the other side of town. Oh. It seemed that
hey, Mr. Mateo, man, tell me a map. Draw it here on this parchment now.
The Lord Rex seemed to take an interest in him.
We should probably check on him next.
If anyone has a map or knows who to make a map, Mateo likes to walk and travel outside the village.
Okay.
Should have been a city at one time. Should have been. Then they built that stupid wall around like it protects us.
You know what you need? You need a monorail.
All it does is kill us slowly. Stupid sheriff, not liking non-humans.
We should talk to him too.
Oh.
Sheriff's dead.
Oh. Okay.
Lord Rex.
What about the deputy?
Split him in half.
For being racist?
No, because he tried to step up when the burgomaster did.
Oh.
Tell you what, I heard about it. I didn't see it because I don't leave my shop, but I heard about it. He's wagging his finger.
Well,
you gotta be careful with that thing.
It hasn't fallen off yet.
So
I'm getting old.
Your fingers fall off when you get old?
Yep, I've been saying that for a long time. That's why when I asked Nate for directions, he just points a nub.
Eats his back in a stool.
The order folks aren't treating you very well.
Lord Rex? No, they pay top.
Oh.
Their money's good.
Oh.
They pay more than these people do. Lord Rex is gonna save the land.
Oh no. Oh no. Just out of curiosity, is he wearing a hat?
No. God, no, I was not going there. Fuck.
I was just thinking, I was like, oh no.
No, because this guy is anti-wall.
Oh, right. I can't even keep it straight. I don't know.
Thanks for your information, Octavio.
He nods.
Castro does not look interested in buying anything now.
Yeah, I don't want to. This guy is clearly dangerous, and people that are on board probably don't want to be around them too long to give away too much information. Do you know what I mean?
Agreed.
Yeah.
He overhears a part of our conversation. He's a super sympathizing loyalist. Who knows what kind of back channels they might have.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna take a look at the rest of the town while there's still light. But thank you for
Nods.
your.
I'd like to check out the church too to see if that's a bastion of like resistance to this, or if that's one of the first places that was taken, so we can get sort of a hint at where the power structure is left in the city. Does that make sense? If
Yeah.
it's right over here, right? Because you said if we pass this, then we would.
Yeah.
Okay, let's check there.
Yeah. Why not?
All right, you guys leave Octavio's and
Would you say that the density of people has stayed the same up towards the church, or does it sort of, is it like on the outskirts of town?
the church is in the upper western corner, I guess. Yeah, the church is in the upper western corner.
Is it on higher ground, like a hill or something?
Not really. As you guys approach the church, you see in the center, you kind of see the chapel, and then on either side, you see walls for a graveyard on either side.
Like barred or bricked or wood?
There's actually no door on the chapel. It's just an open archway.
Okay.
You see Darculus walking out.
God, this guy's everywhere.
Well,
From
he
the
said he
church.
was going to walk up to the chapel.
Right.
He was being
He's
so
over.
leisurely before. I thought he was still like monologuing to someone.
Hmm.
He's got other
He's like-
statues to melt.
Fancy meeting you three here.
Mm.
Just wanted to get a little prayer in.
Mm-hmm.
You don't strike me as the faithful type.
I'm not, but we all strive, don't we?
He's a slight grin. Yeah, you're welcome to go in and pray to whatever deities you pray to. The one in there's false, but you're welcome to.
You seem open to the idea of divergent opinion.
You can't deny that the old gods used to walk the plane. The powers almost resemble a deity themselves, the way they control, the way they play with the whims of people, and they blow innocence to the slaughter in their blenders.
They're blenders.
Jimmy Buffett.
Sorry.
And they're
I forget sometimes that in this age, people don't understand the powers as they did back in the old days.
well, it's good seeing you, pal.
Have you thought about joining the order?
I have not.
He stops. That coat looks familiar.
Which
I'm
one?
not sure where I can place it. Yours.
This? Oh, I just picked it up.
Back where we come
Yes.
from, they're very common. They're all the rage. All the kids are wearing them.
You guys travel through the mist.
No, again, I was born here.
She was not born here.
I was talking to them.
Sorry.
You're like, I'm sorry. My bad.
Sorry, I didn't realize the men were talking.
Oh,
Snap. Uh-oh.
I've heard of you,
Oh,
Who?
that's good.
Oh.
the hunter, Kess, the sword.
Yep.
The Kagra put a bounty on your head.
They did.
How much was that bounty? Just out of curiosity.
nudge him.
In the thousands.
Oh,
In gold?
respectable. Respectable.
Their competition with you, or what?
sorry,
So
I couldn't hear you.
Never mind.
I can only hear people with more.
how much
experience.
is your sword?
My sword?
Mm-hmm.
It's not for sale.
If- Too bad.
doesn't sell their sword? What?
What if the order would pay you to hunt a vampire?
Uh-oh. She's thinking about it.
Well, who's the vampire?
Anyone that bears the Kurgat mark. They're all vampires.
Hmm.
Different levels. It wasn't hidden that Aslan preferred to have them do his dirty work. Just a shame I couldn't squash his life myself.
Well, I will have to think about it. We're still checking out the town.
You know, weighing our
Well-
options.
We'll be leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think I got all the recruits that they're willing to give.
Where are you headed?
We're going to continue. Heading west. There's more land to cover. Need to build an army. They're not cheap. Maybe we shall meet again, the four of us. There's an air about the three of you, especially you.
It's all the beans.
No. Girl, you're marked by the powers.
Just a simple elf girl born here who loves killing undead.
You hear the multiple voices laugh cruelly as he walks. Oh, if your life hasn't suffered yet, it will. It's how the powers work.
I look at Rayne and Kevin.
You didn't eat any beans.
That presence about you. It's not from Darkon. I know the magic of this land. Are you sure you haven't traveled out of Darkon?
I was born here.
Mm-hmm. Just shrugs and continues to walk. He raises a hand up, and two of the order come out of the chapel and follow him.
Gonna look back at you two. Like, that was weird because I was definitely born here, and there's no reason for the dark powers to have an interest in me.
I feel like if one person says you're a duck, you could be like, that person is weird. If a second person says, hey, look at that duck pointing at you, and you're like, hey, that's strange. But when the 10th person is so inbred, it might be a duck.
So is your Adrie friend had something going on with the dark powers?
Yeah. Well, he didn't really know her. He knew her passively, like for like a couple days.
What does that mean?
I was like best friends with Adrie. I knew her for years.
And what's the dark power thing?
Oh, Strahd was in her head for like a long time.
The dead Dreadlord?
Yeah, he was like speaking to her. We went into his mind one time. It was kind of weird. It was like a dream thing. I got asked some riddles. Pretty weird. We rode around his carriage a whole bunch. It's all in it. It should be in that.
Get a
book,
ride
right?
from a stranger.
So where did all the lovemaking come in?
Oh, that was like a series of wild.
So I say that with a real sarcastic look on my face.
What happens in the dark castle stays in the dark castle.
I don't. You know what memory she might still have stuck up there in her head? That dinner party she had with my duplicate. She might remember that one. Do you remember the dinner party you had? Pretty soon he played the violin for you, and then you guys drank wine, and you guys were in there for like a real long time. Or she came out, she wouldn't tell anyone what happened. If she's gonna remember anything, I bet that's the one she remembers. I bet that's the part she would like just shock her right out of this. And you know what? It might answer both of your questions, actually. You were asking about the love.
She hears the violin music from that night and she just remembers everything.
Oof.
Wow.
That was
No
that
idea
was
what
the
you're
spark
talking
that was
about.
required.
No idea what you're talking about.
You have
In
to
a dream
admit,
sequence, violin playing.
it was actually just Len Steal My Sunshine. That was the song he played. He's a weird dude, that duplicate.
Just won't die. He keeps coming back.
You don't think it's strange that you happen to have a journal written by a person who I say and he says, people who've never met each other, that you look just like. Then people are saying you have this weird connection to blah blah blah. You feel like maybe you're like part of some dark power or something. Like, you don't think all of that stuff is starting to feel a little, similar?
Coincidental at best.
Coincidental is in the rear view at this point. If we knew what that was, because that's technically an anachronism. I guess though you could put a mirror at the front of a wagon, so it's not. Doesn't seem weird to you?
It's strange, but I also don't know either of you.
You're kind of right more on one account than the other, but you know we've definitely crossed paths.
I'm gonna look at Rayne and I'm going to form my hands into like a circle and then go right. Because I said before, I told him that if you push someone too hard when their identity's still in flux, there's a chance that they can have a psychoactive break that is freak out.
Okay.
So
that's my signal to stop talking.
well, just let's not force it too much. We can drop hints periodically to try to bring the topic to the front of our mind. But we don't want to force a person to look in a mirror at a face they don't recognize. You know what I mean?
No, understood. I will take that as a cue to change the subject and go, well, let's take a look at what's going on here inside the chapel. And I'll walk in.
All right, I'm behind him.
Maybe we'll go see Fiven after this. I go in after them.
As you guys walk into the chapel, you see a large stone table with some papers sprawled across it. You see 3 big urns in the room. You see an open archway on the opposite end of the room, and then both sides you have iron gates lead out to both graveyards. The smell of fresh blood hits you guys as you guys enter.
Investigation check.
Sure.
20 total.
What are you investigating for?
The fresh blood scent.
It's coming. You're picking it up from the beyond the archway across the room from you guys.
I'm gonna run over towards that direction.
You run into that direction. You find what Kaeviir would know as a dissection table. Long stone table with holes built into the actual bed of it that drain down.
Yeah.
You find a body on there of a woman wearing clerical robes. One of her arms is missing, but that you can tell that wound's been missing a while. That arm's been gone for a while, but it seems that
coagulation and skin tearing. Any color change?
You see open. No, the arm that's missing, an arm has actually like healed over in the skin. It looks like she's probably had a nub there for a few years.
Right. The rest of it though.
The rest of it stab wounds, yeah, completely fresh, easily within the last couple of minutes, 5 minutes or so. Eyes are burned out.
Flashback into my mind for a second. We were interacting with that guy. Did he have any blood on him?
No.
How about
You didn't see any on the others as well.
Blood steps, footprints around the area.
You do see some, but they it seems that you see some bloody towels where they wiped their feet at the doors.
Right, but how many people, how many sets of footprints does it look like?
Just the 3 of them.
3 of them.
It appears that the 2 mainly stood at the doorway to the arch. Only one of them really walked back and forth through the blood.
Anything missing? The arm obviously, but anything freshly missing? Organs? I'm just gonna roll my sleeves all the way up.
The eyes were burned out.
Roll my sleeves up all the way, pin them back, and then go fact finding.
It seems that her holy symbol was thrown on the floor.
What holy symbol?
Give me a history check or a religion check.
Yeah, they're the same shit. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna hold it up. It's like covered in blood from my bloody hand. And I'm like, who is this?
Can I roll a religion check, David?
Yes.
I'll add the help so you get advantage.
I got a 19 and a nat 20. So,
oh Lord.
25.
All right. You recognize it from the Church of Ezra. It's one of the older religions that's almost has been burned out of Darkon. You do know that there is a shrine to Ezra in Martera Bay. But like most of the others, it's a neutral evil religion.
There's nothing better than Ezra.
So, but
Um,
it's also one that hasn't really been. Aslan pretty much snuffed it out as best he could.
okay.
I have my hands looking for any missing organs. I know a lot of ceremonies that are like ritual based.
Mhm.
Oftentimes they'll do a performative cut, like a particular cut somewhere to somewhere else. Sometimes it's about the death. Sometimes it's about the pain caused during the death. Sometimes it's about a particular organ that needs to be burnt or something like that. This is fresh, so I'm assuming it's not about missing organs, but I'm just going to check to do my due diligence.
All right. One more note on the Church of Ezra before we go that way. The origin of the Ezra is she sacrificed herself to the mist to protect others. So the belief of the church is to protect and to heal the desolate. From what you guys have already heard about this woman, one of the magic that did the random effects that when they spawn up caused her to kill a child instead of heal it like she was trying.
Right.
So that's where that one came from, that backstory. But as you inspect the body, no, you're not seeing any organs missing or anything. This seems more almost like a lashing out.
Like at a
It-
god's person. Like as like
Mm,
a spiteful act towards like a god or to show power over it.
possibly. I mean, it could have been against a defiant person as well.
Does the
He
is the
doesn't.
person
go for it.
bound?
No, she is not bound.
And then the cut goes, I would assume, from the sternum down, like they're flayed.
Well, more just like punctured randomly.
So stabbed a bunch.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys actually begin to see the body shake slowly.
I step back.
It
As do I. Yes.
begins to groan and move, and you hear the bones begin kind of cracking as it begins to move and try to get up.
My hands are still inside this thing, so I'm just gonna push. I'm just gonna push down on the parts that I can press down on.
What did you do?
I'm really good at medicine. I brought him back, I think.
The mouth opens up and a gnarly half growl comes out as she tries to reach to bite you.
Help! 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 Help!
Uh,
Short arms! Help!
I'm gonna I have like this little black stone icon that I have like hanging off my belt. I'm gonna kind of hold it up and cast I'm gonna channel divinity and do turn undead.
All right.
So it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Probably not gonna pass that.
DC 18.
That was a fail.
Okay. So it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. Must spend its turn trying to move as far away from me as it can and can't move willingly to space within 30 feet of me. Cannot take reactions.
It pulls away and you feel like a as your arms come out of it, Kaeviir.
Oh god.
And instead of biting you, it begins trying to move into the stone wall as it can't go any further that way from Kess because she's kind of near the doorway-ish and
It might
it's
also-
stuck running into the corner on the table.
Actually, let me check one more thing. I think if it's a certain CR,
Then it gets destroyed.
it just turns into dust.
All right. Then we may have to roll back the slug.
Let's see here.
I thought it was a really cool sound effect.
Oh no, wait, I did turn undead, not destroy undead.
Okay. So yeah, it's kind of running itself into the wall, and you kind of see the more blood kind of just splashing against the wall as it begins to hit the wall more, and the table's kind of up against the wall, so Kaeviir's just standing there with two bloody hands now, almost elbow deep, just watching this thing blah 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 blah.
Oh, actually, the destroy undead just happens if they fail their saving throw against turn undead. So, if they are, let's see, my cleric level is 10, so it's just a CR, I think 1 or lower. Okay, so only if she's a CR 1 or lower does she get destroyed.
So she's still splunch noised.
Yes.
Yeah. In life, she was over CR1.
I'm gonna look at Cass and be like, "Hey, let me get one of your sheets."
My what?
Your sheets.
Sheets?
Just check in your bag. I guarantee you have like a bunch of sheets in there.
Like paper?
No, like a blanket, like a sheet. Use it to cover bodies. with.
I think I have like one blanket, but I sleep on that.
I find that very hard to believe that you only have one sheet in that bag. Anyone got a towel?
No,
open
sorry,
my,
fresh
open my
out.
bag.
So what?
You
I'll open my
actu-
bag.
There are actual towels on the dissection table
Oh,
if you want
oh.
one of those.
Fantastic. I just thought it would be funny if she opened her bag and there were literally a shit ton of sheets in there, just a pocket made for them.
She's like,
So-
where did all these come from?
Okay, so I'm wiping my hands and I'm like, now what are we gonna do with it? I can just leave it here.
I draw my sword.
Okay.
Mhm.
Seems like a solution, I suppose.
Well, I mean, it is her field of expertise, I suppose.
We can try to bring her back, but we're just casually talking while the zombies bumping into the wall.
Can I
We can try to
blah,
bring her back,
blah.
but it's not gonna. I mean, my horse is growling wherever it's at, so it's not. There's a chance that it won't go well.
right.
I'm gonna assume if Darculus Rex sees that I brought her back, he's probably gonna be a little upset about it. But then we can fight him.
All right, so I got a 12 on a medicine check. From my just quick look at this person, does it look like they could be put back together, sewn up? Or is it just too far gone? You said a bunch of stab wounds. It depends on how many a bunch is.
I feel like about 5 or so, but I mean,
That's not too bad. That's
no,
that's a reasonable
you
number
kind
of
of
stabs.
shoved your, but you got to remember, you just shoved 2 child's arms into 2 of them.
They're small hands.
It's not
I'm
gonna.
not taking that joke.
It's not gonna bring her eyes back though.
Well, you know, Sister Garley was blind,
I was gonna go there. You beat me to it.
and she lived a fully normal life,
Uh,
almost as if she could see.
I'm saving that one for later.
Ezra's
gonna
like,
bring in a
it's
blind Sister
amazing how
Garley."
she could cope with just being blind.
So
So
good. She's-
so independent.
and intuitive, like really.
That heartbreaker. She took his ring.
She took my ring. That sounds gross. She made a scrunchie out of it. You took my heart scrunchie. That should be our song.
Art scrunchie.
I think we should try it. She is a person of the cloth, so maybe that grants them some sort of divine favor when it comes to returning.
All right. Well, she's gonna have to hold still first. So
Not it.
Put my hands back in there. No, I'm gonna.
Well, that actually would inflict damage and stop her spell or her turn undead if you would
Rayne.
shove your hands back into her.
Uh-huh.
Help me out here.
Okay.
I'm gonna take some of the towels. I'm
You gotta
gonna
grapple a zombie with towels.
I'm gonna cover her face with the towel so that she can't bite.
Okay.
Right, like kind of like put it across her mouth,
Oh.
Yeah.
like a binding or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it.
Is
that okay with you?
No, but let's do it.
I mean, if she comes back and it works out well, she can tell us a lot more than we could find from a body with a bunch of poke holes in it.
I agree, and if she doesn't, then we've
We'll
got
kill
more
her.
problems.
Ugh.
Okay, you're the professional. Let's do this.
Hey, look at that. See, we're
I
coming
really
around.
wish you guys would like picked a thinner fabric. Then I could have done this like Evil Dead montage where her tongue comes through the towel and all this black blood.
I'm gonna be like the legend of Kaeviir.
If this is what you meant by the lovemaking, leave it out of the story next time.
all right. Kess is gonna step forward. I'm gonna have to cast Raise Dead because it's been too long for a Revivify. Before she starts, she's gonna look at the two of you and be like, don't tell people I can do this, okay?
Who am I talking to other than you guys?
No.
I got this. You're it.
And then she's gonna cast Raise Dead. It does take an hour to cast.
Not going anywhere for a while.
Hey, grab that bread out of my bag.
So
Oh God.
she
Alright.
has not been dead longer than 10 days. As long as her soul is both willing and at liberty to rejoin her body, she can. She will have 1 hit point. The spell also neutralizes any poisons and cures non-magical diseases that affected the creature at the time it died. Does not remove magical diseases, curses, or similar effects.
Does it repair holes?
Yeah. Closes all mortal wounds, but will not restore missing body parts.
Uh-oh.
Oh, damn it. Damn it. She's just like, I can't catch a fucking break.
Target takes a -4 penalty to all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks. Every time they finish a long rest, the penalty is reduced by 1 until it disappears.
Okay.
Hey, Rayne.
Yeah.
I'm still holding the thing down. And we're like, can you get that door? Oh, there is no door.
No.
Can you stand guard?
Sure.
She's
Just
going to
make
want to hide until Rex leaves.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
we can get out of town. Just let us know if anyone's coming.
Yeah. I'll get. Yeah. I'll take position.
Do the bird whistle thing.
Do you have any candles?
Fuck you. All right. Fuck you. We didn't use them for 2.5 months, so I figured, fuck it. No one's gonna remember. And then everyone took notes. I said 1,000 things. Nobody wrote it down. People wrote down the fucking candle thing.
It seems so important to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a position behind the altar in the other room so that I can kind of keep an eye on the front door and sort of.
Freelance heroism ever becomes a fucking TV show or a movie or something like that, candles are going throughout this whole fucking thing. We're going to mention it once at the beginning. We're never going to say it again. And we're going to hide them like Easter eggs in different scenes. There. Like that. But not on Hulu because Hulu sucks. Just saying.
Oh, you guys have a nice hour to spend here raising a dead body.
Well,
Yep.
it's going to be like, so, we didn't
In-
get books lately.
A chapel with 2 graveyards.
Right.
Yep.
So how loud are you casting?
Well, not yelling.
What does that mean? She's not a screamo band. She's doing a spell.
I
Well,
would
this is
say
emo. This is like emo Adrie.
she's
So
not. Kestrel's not emo. She's broody.
oh. Okay, so we're
she's
talking
not-
death metal.
I would say Kestrel is trying to like kind of keep quiet because like Rex was just in here and killed this lady, so he's probably not gonna like someone coming in and undoing what he just did.
Don't want to come in and find Hot Topic Adrie trying to revive the body.
Now, quick, somebody.
God,
give
I
me
love
my
that nickname.
armbands,
I fucking love that nickname.
my casting plastic wristbands, please.
All right. Oh, let me make a quick roll about how the hour goes. Oh, okay. Oh,
Uh-oh.
Damn it.
Sounds of disappointment.
What the fuck is? I don't know whether this is good for us or bad for us.
I would
don't know.
imagine it's good for us.
you guys have a nice quiet hour
All right.
at the end of your
There's a
spell.
flash. I think there's a flash forward about 45 minutes. And then at the end of it, it's just like, no, look, War Machine, the machine was called Whopper. It was called the Whopper. And that's what they used to do the war game on. Right? Falcon was the guy who created the program that played the tic-tac-toe game at the end. You're confusing. You know what? Whatever. I can't even talk to you people. Are we almost done?
I'm in the other room. I've been just like
Hope so.
messing with all the things on the altar. I've already like knocked some things down and broken a few things and like put them back up strategically, so that, just.
All right.
so
Did you
they're
break
twiddling
either of the
things.
2 vases at the end of the altar?
No, I did not do that.
Okay. Just checking. So
Okay.
I was gonna have to do a reroll.
If you ask me the question that specifically, the answer is always going to be no.
So
I think he just does that sometimes.
I think
Throws weird shit in there. Do you open the door in or out?
Out.
It's like, what?
So, as you're watching the body, the holes begin to close on the body. And a breath sparks into her and she sits up screaming.
I have her gagged.
In the gag.
You need to be quiet. You need to be quiet right now.
My
I'm gonna wait for her to like be quiet, and then I'll take the gag out.
eyes.
There's not really anything you can do about that.
Yeah, we couldn't find them.
I don't recognize your voices.
We're new in town.
You brought me back?
Yeah.
I was pretty sure.
You ever do any blood vessel work? Sorry.
Is this Kestrel's blood vessel?
Yeah. It's gonna be all-
She begins touching the arm that's not there. Okay. That's still the
she's
same.
blind.
She's
She's blind and she's got one good thumbnail. She's like rock and roll.
I don't know if I'm happy or sad you brought me back.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't have come back if your soul didn't want to. So
Where's my holy symbol? Where's my symbol of Ezra?
Oh, here. Let me clean it off for you here. Sorry. It's a little dirty.
That's the third voice.
yeah.
Yes.
Who's all in
Fine.
here?
So you're doing good. You're gonna be good at this blind thing.
My name's
Is that a
Kes-
child?
Yeah, that's Kevin.
Well,
Okay. Kevin and Kess.
Yeah.
Kess.
Yes.
Ke-
Okay.
Kestrel.
And
Kestrel.
Rayne.
And Rayne.
Mhm.
his name doesn't fit the rhyme scheme because Dad didn't like him. Sorry. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
She's like, well, allow me to introduce myself. I am Sister Garrely.
No fucking way. Really? Excellent.
And she's blind.
Oh my god, this is how it happened.
You know what? I can't even like argue that doesn't make sense canonically because Lichgate. We've already established that Lichgate is in the Dragon Heist universe.
Oh, that's excellent.
So she was blinded. How did she get her arm back, though?
She didn't. I said she was touching the arm that was in
No,
there.
no, no. But I meant the
Oh.
Sister
This is
Garrely.
a
We all
different-
know.
This is
Oh.
that's the mirror Garrely. She's
Oh,
one of the
mirror
mirrors.
Garrely.
Yeah.
This
Got it.
Sister
Different.
Garrely has gone through some stuff.
Yeah, this one's different.
She's
This
seen
one's-
some shit. Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Nope.
Too soon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
We'll take a moment.
I just no, like Kestrel is about to start talking to her, but I was gonna start with saying, "Look." I was like, "No, don't do that."
Look, I
Would have been one of those instances where Kaeviir and I just turn slowly and look at her. It's like, what?
oh man, it would be so funny if you started the sentence, "Look, I see what you mean." They'd be like, "Oof."
We're really meeting eye to eye on this.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh my god. I like Rachel's doing the puns now. She's on board.
She's getting there.
Poisoned.
she finally saw her way.
Poisoned. That girl is poisoned.
All right. I'm sorry about your eyes. I can't really do anything about that.
She nods.
Did Darculus Rex do this?
Yes.
Okay. So he is still in town. They said they're leaving tomorrow, but you probably want to lay low.
I have an empty coffin I can hide in.
Well, that's not creepy.
Hey, that's how I got here.
Wait, what?
She
Huh?
turned her head. You three are alive, right?
Yeah. Kevin's from out of the realm.
Ah, a soul lost by the mist.
Mm.
She reaches forward where she thinks you are, but since she's so new to the blindness, she misses completely. It's okay.
I grab her hand and I slowly move it to the right position. He's about a foot shorter than you think he is. Sorry.
Sorry
Oh.
about if I accidentally like anything feels weird in there. Like so I'm just like holding my hands up and like kind of moving them left and right on her torso. I'm just like, sorry if I put anything back weird. It was
What do you mean put anything backward?
don't think about it too much. Don't worry about it.
He just likes to talk.
You got, if you have any heavy left breathing, I apologize.
Why did Rex do that? Why did he kill you?
I spoke against him. I don't believe he's Darculus Rex.
Mhm. Who do you think he is?
He's powerful, but there's that was the Church of Ezra remembers the time of Darculus Rex. He was brutal. More brutal than Aslan. He would have butchered the whole town for the way the burgomaster stood up to him.
See, I told you.
At least that's way at least that's why the text is written about him. But the problem is, the time gets fuzzy. Then Aslan tried to destroy most. The Dark Lord Aslan tried to destroy most of the texts about Darkulus. Nothing really made it. We do have a book here that's been passed down from elder to elder of the church.
Could we take a look at that?
I can't use it.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, this is real awkward. I'm not usually here for the first day of the blind. So
Which way am I facing?
how about you just tell us where it's at and we'll go get it for you.
The graveyard on the east. There is a plot of land. It's the one that's actually buried. You'll find 2 stone sarcophagus in there. You'll find an open grave that's, I figured we needed one, so I dug one. But it's the one that's actually buried that has the stones around it. You would need to wear my holy symbol to undig it. Otherwise, if you reach for the box without my holy symbol on you, Ezra will smite you.
Well,
Possibly dead.
We won't want that.
so Rayne, I'm gonna hand him the
Yes.
shovel.
Yeah. This is like hazing, isn't it?
You're the new guy. I'm just a child, so
Yes, you've so clearly not used that to your advantage until now, I see. All right,
I'm
give me
just
the
a
holy
little baby. I don't know nothing about no hole digging.
All right, give me the shovel. Give me the holy symbol.
Slides off the stone thing or the stone dissection table to the floor and kind of stands. I'm gonna go to the other graveyard and find the coffin that's open.
All right. You
I'm
think
gonna-
maybe one of you want to help her with that while I go dig?
Yeah, I'll
hole?
I'll
Okay.
help her with that.
Yeah.
I can give you some rations and some water.
What about a
That's enough.
disguise?
We could try to get you out of town.
Stash
Where
in the
would I
room?
go?
Mm.
There's not another settlement for at least a week's travel. Well,
Hawks is nice.
oh, you've met Hawks.
Yeah, yeah. he's
Everyone
he's
fucking
alright.
knows Hawks.
Man, this guy gets around. Have you eaten soup out of his sister's skull too, by any chance?
No.
Hey, let's not freak
Is
her
he
the fuck
serving
out.
soup? Is he serving soup in the skulls?
Yeah.
Yes. He doesn't have
That
the fine
explains a
china.
lot.
Yeah.
Was it?
I've never seen Hox's hovel. He used to come up to town a lot. He would sneak through the Octavio's side door.
Oh.
Octavio, the sheriff didn't like it, but he would sell to the goblins and he'd sell to Hawks. He would sell to Alderman through the side door. He actually had it specifically carved out telling the sheriff.
Can you you're a capable healer, yeah?
Ezra forsakes me.
From healing?
I killed the child. I haven't been able to heal since.
Sorry, you killed a child?
She accidentally killed a child.
Oh, that's
Spell
right.
went weird.
Oh, that's right.
I don't think that was necessarily you. Before then, though, you could heal, correct?
That was my primary.
I might have a job for you then. We get you out of town. You looking for a new place to work?
The faith of Ezra isn't work, it's a call.
Okay.
You don't
Well-
heal for profit, you child. You heal because people need it.
I mean, you could heal for profit, though.
Healing for profit seems fine to me.
Oh, poor girl. What ruined your life and made you believe that?
I need money.
Cue the intro to Pink Floyd's Money. Heal for money. It's a gas. Look, if you're looking for a place to work, I might have a place for you to practice your healing. And you can charge whatever you think is fair. You just have to come off a little bit of rent, just like any other building. Except mine, mobile. You'll be able to help more people. What do you say?
I feel the divine on someone else in the room. The one that raised me? Obviously it wasn't you.
What do you
So it
mean,
has to be
obviously
one
it
of your two
wasn't me? It
friends.
could have been me. Yeah. God, out here trying to single-handedly. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
It was, in fact, not him.
So which one of the others of you has the divine spark?
Not
Did you say
me.
divine shark? I'm sorry. No, okay, no, you didn't say that. Why would
Ah,
you
it's
say that?
you.
I wouldn't call it a divine spark.
That's not a rookie move to bring someone back from the dead in this land.
I'm very
That takes
talented.
someone who's practiced at it, spent time training, who seems to be blessed by the gods.
I wouldn't say that.
Which
Kaeviir
one
and-
do you serve?
I don't have a god.
Where's your holy symbol? What do you
Yeah,
obviously you channel something.
I have this charm.
I have this candy necklace.
May I feel
Um,
it since I can't see it?
Yeah, I'll put it in her hands. It's a little statuette made of it's made of silver. I'm sorry, it's not black stone. And it is depicting a cleric kneeling in supplication.
She's like, I don't recognize that. Not at all.
It's just
I thought I would.
it's just a
Huh.
charm.
If you say so.
Yeah.
She's like, there's an odd feeling about one of you though.
They're both pretty
You.
weird.
She
I
she
get
points to the empty space.
I get this feeling the whole time she's sitting, and Kaeviir and I are kind of over there going, huh? It's just,
Divine spark, you say?
yeah.
So what do you say, Toots? You want to get on the space boat and you want to fucking people, bibbity bobbity boo people with your HP battery?
Are you quoting Zaphod People?
Yeah,
Say what?
She's like,
close to it.
It was close to Zaphod's in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where he's like, "Oh, you want to see my spaceship?"
Oh yeah, well that was a little different, but yeah, I do sort of the same vibe, really. And
Yeah, pretty much.
I would, but
All
I
right,
can't leave
now-
this town in the shape it's in.
Well,
why don't you leave that to us?
You said he's leaving tomorrow.
yeah,
Someone's gonna have to pick up the pieces.
he's also taking recruits with him.
That's what I'm telling you. There's gonna be broken people here that need protection.
Yeah, but
Maybe I
also,
could redeem myself.
I mean, we talked to Octavio. He's got like a kind of anti-vax vibe going on, I don't think you can really save him.
And you're not going to be able to save this town single hand.
Octavio? You talk Octavio the old fool?
Don't worry about him. He's harmless. Harmless. Shit. I'm gonna go stand outside.
Did he drink
That'd be a good idea.
He drank what the Rex was serving?
Yeah.
He would.
And how?
He would.
Well, I gotta hand it to you. Oh shit.
He hasn't been happy since they enclosed the city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he seems anti-wall, which I don't know. It seems to conflict with like what he was saying before, so he seems confused.
It's Octavio. Octavio hasn't been there all the way. He's always been odd since we brought him back from the dead.
Okay.
Anyone in this town on their first pass? Thank you so much for listening to Return to Ravenloft, a Freelance Heroism podcast. If you'd like to support us more, check us out on patreon.com/freelance_heroism and just donate any amount. We have prizes and journal entries and art that we post regularly a few times a week. And we'd really appreciate any support you could give us. Thank you.
Our cast includes Rachel Moore as Kesselgard Reskill, Dees Cassius as Master Kaeviir, Nathan Lett as Captain Rayne Trichet, and David, aka D-Walk, as Dr. Midnight, and everyone else in the game. Thanks again for listening, and we will see you next week.
The invoice is in the mail.
You see 3 big urns in the room. You see a
big urn here. Sorry. I'm sorry again. I didn't mean to. I just, when I hear
No
a
worries.
joke, I just say it. I can't help it, man. It's like compulsive.